if you are watching this video, you may be already using ancient Japanese wisdom for your daily life to heal yourself from physical or emotional pain, or to bring yourself to the state which you wish to be. However, you may be still struggling or suffering, and you may not be still seeing the results you wish to see. And if you are so, this video is for you. Ancient Japanese wisdom is really a wonderful tool to apply to our modern way of living, and that can expand our potential, enhance our life, everyday life. However, we have to use it strategically, and we need to understand how we should use, and also the concept and what is the concept and how we can apply. So understanding and application both is necessary. So today I'm going to explain 3 things that can actually may be misused, and if you're using not correctly, this can help. Number 1, denying your negative emotion. So especially if you are following the path of Buddhism, you might think, and you might be also learned to be compassionate, to be kind, and also not to get angry. So in daily life, we are human, and we come across many situations, and it is normal while we are on this earth that we might get angry, we might get sad, we might get really upset. So we encounter many situations, but the real essence of Buddhism is not about denying these feelings, actually feelings or emotion. It is in fact recognizing this emotion and don't push it away. So if you are feeling angry, or if something, even if you have this strong emotion of anger, but then you say, well, now I started following Buddhism and I'm doing everything, meditation and following very seriously. So I should not actually have this feeling or emotions, and you might push away, or you might start feeling inferior, or you might be feeling, oh, I'm still feeling this way, I'm not good enough, or I have to do more. So this is counter-effective, and it is really acknowledging and accepting how we are feeling. And unless we actually recognize these feelings and emotions, it's actually stagnate really in your subconsciousness. And it pops up time to time, or like in a way, sometimes as passive aggression. And also it becomes the blockage to whatever you are doing. Or you are it's actually block your energy flow, because it's really like suppressing this big ball that wants to come up and is suppressing. So it actually blocks the flow of your energy. So if you have this anger, just acknowledge it. Okay, yes, I'm feeling angry, I'm feeling upset. And then once you acknowledge it, and you don't have to exercise it, you don't have to exercise this, and you don't have to be aggressive or anything. But if you are feeling angry, you can just acknowledge, observe this feeling, and let it go. So if you feel angry, if you have anger, upset, and if you start like becoming like a volcano, no, it's not like that, but you observe your anger and then process and just watch. Oh, I'm still feeling angry, and why is this coming from? So you have some reflection, so that you can discover every time when you come across this emotional eruption, then you can observe this is really the chance that we can go deeper to ourselves, and what is actually, it's often from the hidden ego, or something that you have been holding all the time. So it can actually bring the clue of yourself. So when we have this anger, upset, sadness, this kind of uncomfortable feeling, it's the time to explore. So it's nothing good or bad, but it's a time to know ourselves. So please don't push this emotion and feeling away, and just to be with this emotion and not to react immediately, but to observe and to explore. And the great thing is writing. So when we actually express and when we write our feelings or emotions, and often we process in our head, and it's also help ourselves to calmly express our own emotions. So rather than just verbally saying to somebody, but just to write down. And if you have said something nasty to somebody, well, we are human. And then later you can apologize to this person and also write what happened for yourself. And you don't have to show it to anybody. But by writing, it's a great exercise to process our emotions and feelings, and more things comes out. So why am I feeling this way? What made me feel? And what triggered? So then this is a great way to discover. And then every time when you do that, then it's actually the wonderful way to heal emotional pain you had in the past. Second, meditation is not the only solution. Meditation is wonderful, and I do myself meditation every single day. But this is not the only solution to heal ourselves. So during the meditation, you experience the state of peace, state of calmness, and you can even go deeper and you can actually feel the essence. So without any of your roles in this life, you can really go further, deeper, to feel the essence and to feel the kind of it's not emptiness, but really pure light and pure peace. It's not good or bad, and just stillness and the silence and connecting to the light, connecting to the nature, universe. Then after that, when you open your eyes and we go back to the normal routines. But then what is this routine for you? And you might see the room totally in a mess. And then immediately we start to think, I'm not so good. Look at my room. It's so messy and I can't even tidy up or something like that. So that kind of inner chat, we need to really catch it. So not only meditation, but the physical work to keep not only our mind, but to keep our environment clean, tidy. And if you feel comfortable with things around, lots of things around, that's also okay. But to create the environment that you feel comfortable and clean and your energy flow, that is important. And also to monitor outside of meditation how your mind is processing information and how your mind is chatting with yourself. So this mind talk is extremely important. And also the first things in the morning, what you do is also very important. And number 3, identity. So some people has become Buddhist, or some people might be following Shinto, not just practicing the life philosophy of Buddhism or Shinto. They call themselves Buddhist, and it has become your own identity. It's okay. It is fine to do that. However, if you are really in a path of healing, this is not the solution to actually create another kind of persona or the identity of yourself. Actual Buddhism is actually go beyond this identity. In Japan, we don't really call ourselves, okay, I'm Buddhist or I'm Shintoist. Although we practice Buddhism and we follow like Shinto life philosophy. It is not about giving our identity of who we are. It is about practicing and exercising. If you find comfort of following Buddhism practice, this is fine. But it should not become your identity. Also, there are wonderful healing power anywhere around the world. And for example, I teach Asian Japanese wisdom. I teach Japanese philosophy, Japanese life philosophy. But at the same time, I studied Christianity as part of my study. And I love visiting church, cathedral, spending some time when it is appropriate, and when I'm, for example, in different cities, and just to feel the beautiful energy of beautiful spiritual energy that wonderful architecture brings, and also the histories. And I don't go to the mass, but there are beautiful energy, and this spirituality is universal. So as you go to the temple in Japan, but also around yourself, like because you follow Japanese life philosophy, it does not actually prevent you to follow other beliefs and also other useful practices for your life. So following Asian Japanese wisdom does not narrow your life. It's actually open up. I hope that it can also help to expand you to connect with what is beautiful in your world and what is beautiful to connect, and bring that essence and to yourself and connect to your own essence. Thank you for watching. See you next time.